Okay then, episode 51. Where did we leave off? Episode 50. Yeah, episode 50 was making this. This is a beach, 100% beach shell. It's been popped out of the mould, given it a quick sand and cut it down. So it is now a 14 by 6 snare shell. So I've got to do the bearing edges, snare beds, etc. and get that one out. But I'm not going to be filming that, so we're going to hop on to the next job. So yeah, this week I'm going to show you this, then we're going to jump back in time to how I made this. So I've had to make the mould to do it. This isn't a drum, it's a it's a wooden cylinder basically. It's for something else completely. It's a sample. It's got to be cut down into a thinner strip and machined on the inside to fit something in it. So we're going to hop back now to the start where I make the mould to make this. So let's jump back. Okay, next job is something I'm not sure I've filmed before. So we have a couple of sheets of MDF have just arrived from the wonderful Hanson plywood, because I've got an order. Well, this is going to be the sample for something totally unrelated to drums, but as I've said before, I make all sorts of cylinder shaped objects, so it's not necessarily drum shells, anything round. So yeah, I've made all sorts. I've made umbrella stands, steering wheels, lampshades, architectural decorations they called them, but they were basically just really thin circles. There's a wine bar in Pudsey, I think it is, if you know the area, if you've been in Cargo Wines, I think it's called. There's, I can't remember how many, 50 I think, 50 drum shells on the wall that form a ginormous shelving unit filled with wine bottles. That was a fun job. This one is different again. I'm not sure in what detail I can talk about it, because I've not checked with them first, so I'm not going to go into details yet. But this is I've got to make one sample, and to make one sample, because it's not a drum size unfortunately, to make one sample I've got to make a mould first to be able to do it, which is a really horrible job. And if I was doing multiple sizes, I would have sent it to some CNC guys that I've used before to machine these, or to machine this MDF into circles of an exact size to then make the mould. It's not really cost effective on one sample. So I've got the sheets in. I've done this a ton of times. It's just not pleasant with MDF dust. Is you know, it's not great. So I'm going to have to machine these and then vacuum the best I can. I've got the air, I'll have the air filter running. There you go. So I'm going to set a camera up if I can, and I trust the broom handle in the air. I don't know how much it's going to pick out. And we'll first of all, we'll get these cut into squares. Use a track saw, get them into squares, find the center point, and then just use a little palm router on a circle with a circle cutting jig, which I'm really hoping is just about big enough for the circle that I need, because they're quite large of these. And I can't remember if I've cut a circle that big with the jig or whether I've used CNC for it. If it's not big enough, that means I've got to make a jig. Okay, so 6. I'm going to need 697 plus 100 mil. 797. So let's just call it. Just round it up.
Late in the afternoon, turn on my radio to hear none of my favourite tunes. But it's okay, I wasn't gonna leave my bed anyway. Turn on the TV to hear what they say. A man is telling me about how the world is fading away. But it's so fine, cause I don't care most of the time. I'm safe behind my fireproof door. You can't hurt me anymore. I'm feeling fine, I'll push it down. Can we all stop fucking around? I'm safe behind my fireproof door. You can't hurt me anymore. This is fine, it's all okay. I like it warmer anyway. I like it warmer anyway. Don't look up and don't look down. Just close my eyes. If you don't swim then you won't drown. Or so it goes. I guess I don't really know. The world's on fire, maybe just yours. Couldn't be mine, I've got a fireproof door. Doomsday talk seems so cliche. I don't have time for this, no way. I'm safe behind my fireproof door. You can't hurt me anymore. I'm feeling fine, I'll push it down. Can we all stop fucking around? I'm safe behind my fireproof door. You can't hurt me anymore. This is fine, it's all okay. I like it warmer anyway. Fire can't go through doors. It's not a ghost. I'm stuck behind my fireproof door. The wall's on fire, there goes the floor. Maybe I'll hear what they've got to say. No! 2, 3, 4! I'm safe behind my fireproof door. You can't hurt me anymore. I'm feeling fine, I'll push it down. Can we all stop fucking around? I'm safe behind my fireproof door. You can't hurt me anymore. This is fine, it's all okay. I like it warmer anyway. Safe behind my fireproof door. Hold the fire. I'm safe behind my fireproof door. I'm safe behind my fireproof door. Hold the fire. I'm safe behind. And it's your fault, not mine. Fuck you.
So that's the cut done in one direction. I do that side first just because I don't have a track long enough to do the full length. So it takes a bit longer this way, but I'll now measure in and make them square.
Well, I got to missing you from the dark side of this room. As the sun poured down like honey from the sky, and it flashed across my mind that other place in time when you danced your nervous hands across my thighs. Oh, nothing gold can stay so
Right, so we've got 6 squares now. I'll then have to find the centre point, which obviously is easy, and then I'll find out whether my current hole cutting jig extends as far as it needs to. Right, let's just get the centre point on one of these. Still have no idea whether my current jig got a hole big enough. I can't remember. I'm just going to try somewhere out there. Try 6 mil. Okay. So put that in the middle. See if I can mark this. As I suspected, this jig is just a little bit too short for what I need, which means I've got to make a whole new circle jig or try and modify this one. And that line is about where I need this opening to run to, so that I can get the diameter I need, which is going to weaken that point there. I'm not all that bothered. I think there's still enough there to hold that in place. I think we can do that. But what I've got to do is machine a hole in there. And I could just drill a couple of holes. And I could router it. But I don't have many router bits left to get these circles cut. I wanted to get it done today. So I'm going to have a think. Take my hat off and scratch my head. And then I'll probably film whatever I do, so you'll see. Right, I'm going to try the easiest option first, or the option that I can just jump straight on, which is trying to drill through this plastic. Try and get that little bit
alone, even though you always felt like home. I'll keep my secret buried deep inside. My heart cage is is the safest place
Yeah,
to hide. Our fantasy
need
romance
to just
keeps
file that
me
little bit there so this can pass
every day.
that bit.
When darkness surrounds me, I think of you, then it's okay. But it's only the you in my
Right.
dreams I can love. Fear of
Okay.
you hurting or hating won't budge. Feelings too good to be real for a to be near you, I know you would see through my web of imagined white lies. I'm older now, sober now, understand what and how. Wish I had never shut down. I blocked you out, stalked you out, barely even talked it out. Convinced myself you'd come around.
Bang on. Just measure
You'd
that
come
again.
around.
Yeah, that is absolutely bang on. I think before I get filthy, I'm going to stop for lunch.
Maybe gone for good.
Right,
I'll tell myself it would never work
gonna get
anyway, even if friends say it
mask on for
would.
this. Here
One
defenders.
day I'll get you out of me, leave you behind. The day I'm set free, won't that be the same day I rise to the top of your mind? I won't live on hope, I'll tell myself no. Every time thoughts settle in, I'll walk through that lightning-filled door where my new life will really finally begin. It's you. It's you. You did this. You did this. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you.
if you can hear me puffing and panting, it's because I've just finished building this thing up. It's blooming massive, and as I said yesterday, this is how I've done it. This is a temporary mould for a sample of something which will become something else. I'm just supplying one as a sample. As I've said, it's not a drum shell. Well, it's a drum shell, but it's a wooden cylinder basically. It's going to be a lot thicker, with a bit of extra machining involved. But, yep, that's the liner. And all the other, I'm just using birch off the shelf, birch ply for it. It's going to get painted anyway. Excuse me. I'm going to start building this up now. That's a full shoe. And as you can see, then, big old gap felt. I'm just using a bit of scrap to get what gap I require to then cut, to save me wrestling with another big piece. Right, just to finish off this week's video, this is what we've made. This is the prototype. Don't know a great deal about what it's going to be other than it's going to be some form of table. The glass will sit in there and it'll be full of tech. I'll get some sort of touch screen jobby. Don't really know much more than that. There you go.